One gist they come up. Senator representing Bauchi Central, he don't blow serious whistle against federal government and House of Assembly. You remember that budget where President Tinubu go present for the House of Assembly? The budget, national budget now, was 25 trillion naira. Even that budget, some things when they write for that budget don't make sense, so they won't use money do. What we are hearing now, according to the Senator Ningi, he say apart from that budget, say they pass back, go pass another one. That budget at 25 trillion. Say they part another budget, made it 28 trillion and passed it behind. Nigerians don't know. Many senators don't even know. Only presidency, Senate Speaker, and the Committee on Budget, Economic and Planning, now I know that one. So when we hear it, he say our national budget now 25 trillion. One thing he's saying is that they don't pass another budget for backyard will be 28 trillion naira. They have added another 3 trillion on top. A senator representing the Bauchi Central Senatorial District, Abdul Ningi, has revealed that the Senate passed another budget different from what was agreed to by lawmakers on the floor of the National Assembly. The senator alleged that some insertions have been noticed in the budget, which has caused it to overshoot what was passed by 3 trillion naira. Ningi made a disclosure while speaking during an interview with BBC on Saturday, March 9, 2024. He also stated that the northern elites are displeased with President Bola Tinubu's government, claiming that the north has been shortchanged. Regarding the questionable budget, the lawmakers said some experts have been engaged to conduct a review and a report will be presented to the president to ascertain if he was in the know. This is true about the review of the government for the past 3 months. We have engaged consultants to review the budget for us. We have some experts that are working on it line by line. We have seen the huge damage that was done, not only to the north, but the entire country in that budget. We are supposed to sit with the Senate President to inform him about what we have observed. We want to show him what we have seen in the budget that is not acceptable. We will not accept them, and we don't want the country to continue spending money on those things. Apart from what the National Assembly did on the floor, there was another budget that was done on the ground, which we didn't know. The new things we have discovered in the budget were not known to us. We haven't seen them in the budget that was debated and considered on the floor of the National Assembly, he said. Speaking further, Ningi decried the neglect of some monumental projects in the north. For example, it was said that there was a budget of 28 trillion, but what was passed was 25 trillion. So there's 3 trillion naira on top. Where are they? Where is it going? So we need to know this. There are a lot of things we are coming up with, a report that will show the president himself and ask him if he's aware or not. This is what we intended to do. We are to meet with the president. We'll talk to him about the Mambila Power Project, Ajaokuta and River Niger dredging. We'll talk to him about the Niger Republic. Recently, they said they will construct a dam. This is not good for us, the senator added. Now, a budget be like, say, you look your family every month, every year. You say, okay, our rent now 1.5 million, money will take it now 1 million, money for school fee now 2 million. You calculate everything, you say, okay, for this year, money we go spend now 10 million. That's what they call the budget. You are budgeting what you will spend for the year. Now, don't forget that when we budget things, a lot of the expenses we want to carry out is largely depending on the dollar. For example, if they say we go tie roads, most of the things to tie roads is imported. So if you say, okay, by November this year we go tie Lagos Ibadan Expressway with 1 billion, you calculate dollar at 750 because that was the dollar rate they used to calculate the budget. So we go tie the road with $1 million or $1.2 million at 750 maximum. That's the highest dollar should go in this year. For our president, that dollar don't go 1.6. So $1.2 million not up to 1.8 billion or 1.9 billion. So what you are calculating 1 billion for? Now 1.9 billion. Now you go do them. And you don't have 1 billion for the budget. So how do you raise the balance? There's something we now call a supplementary budget. The president will now go and hand a supplementary budget to the Senate. Most times that supplementary budget will not know what's inside. They will just do that for the floor of the Senate. The presidency has dropped a supplementary budget, so they will look into it. There's a committee on economy and budget that will now go and look into it, agree to it, drop it to the clerk of the Senate, and the Senate president will sign and it is approved. Most times they don't deliberate it the way they deliberate the major budget. So if it's a supplementary budget, we understand. But what Senator Ningi is saying is that this is not a supplementary budget. As that they pass budget of 25 billion, what would they see? Another one they have for backyard will be 28 billion. I don't know if it's true, but that's the whistle he's blowing. Federal government say they lie. So what they add to the budget is 1.27 trillion. So now I won't add to the budget truly. Because yesterday the president sit down with both the statement of Senator Ningi. They say it's lying. That he said that they added 3 trillion to the budget, that what they added is actually 1.27 trillion. My question is, how did you add 1.27 trillion when we know? So actually, was there a backyard budget you people passed? The presidency will need to enlighten us more, because you campaign on transparency. So if you want to run a government and you campaign on transparency, then be transparent. So far so good. The presidency is not being transparent enough as you expected them to. Or maybe that we know they understand what the presidency they explain. This is the first time I'm hearing that they are passing a budget back door. And if you were hearing that, it means not be today's start. So apparently not the happen since for other government. We need the presidency to throw more light on this matter so that we are not confused.